what does that change? So here's our original in-out table. What's our new in-out table going to look like? Questions so far? When do we do opposite? When it's inside and you're changing the x. So if we have x plus a number inside, what does that change? Okay. And we're going to be taking that x value plus a number, so it's going to be increasing the value that we're putting into our equation. And so that's why we have to do the opposite and subtract from x that number. That way we can get the y value that we want. And our other scenario is if we have f of x minus a number. What does that change? And are we going to add the x or subtract? Questions?
Okay, so if it's multiplying.
Okay.
And it's like
in a second. Okay. Questions on this? Okay. Now, Jericho, what was your question?
what do you do if you multiply?
Okay. If it has a number times x, what does that change? Okay. Inside the parentheses, so it changes x. So our in-out table, what are we going to do with x? Questions? Okay. So if we have a number times f of x, what does that change? And what do you do to y? Questions? I will keep it up. And I can go back to the last one if you need. Another question came up, and it was asked, what if you have a number times your function plus a number? To which value? Okay, so this is still changing y. And Bradley says we're going to multiply by our number and then add the number. He is correct. Order of operations still plays suit. So,
Wait, how do you know if it's your x or y?
this was outside the parentheses and outside, so I knew it went to y. Great question. Any others?
What if it's being divided?
If the number is being divided and it's outside, you still change y and you still divide. If the number is being divided inside, you still change x, but you multiply.
Wait, will you ever have like a number f and then in parentheses x plus a number?
Okay. We are ready for the next scenario. What if we have, she says a number, and I'm going to call it C. That way we can get some, instead of the number sign everywhere. And she says, and then we have x plus a number. And what if we have outside minus a number? Wait. Let people think. Does the C change X or Y? Does it multiply or divide? Okay, so we're going to have C times your Y. Does the B change X or Y? Do you add or subtract? Does the D change X or Y? So you subtract. So you can have it change X and Y at the same time. Okay? You just have to know if it's inside, it changes X. If it's outside, it changes Y. Y, order of operations, and whatever the operation is showing on the paper are the same. For X, it's the opposite operation, and guess what else is opposite? Order of operations. For example, let's go up top here, I guess. If we have F, and then we got C times a number minus B. Is that changing X or Y? Changing X because it's all in parentheses. Okay. What does the C do? Divides. What does the B do? Adds. Order of operations tells us to do division first, correct? And then add. But since this is the crazy X and it's on the inside, you have to do the inverse or the opposite. And we are going to go X plus B, then divide by C. And Y would stay the same. X is the opposite. Because you want to get back, you want that value there, to get back to the original value that you put in to your equation. That way you'll get that Y value. So it's kind of crazy and it's kind of confusing. When you guys did circles and parabolas, when you said what the center of the circle was and it was in those parentheses, do you remember you changed the sign for the center of the circle? Or for the parabola, you changed the X value? You did the opposite? That is why. Because of all this stuff that's going on. Questions? All right. Beautiful job. Beautiful.